airports have also been in the mix here, the scene of the protests, demonstrators descending on three major South Florida airport hubs that are familiar to many of us: Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. Now, Lois Frankel is a Florida congresswoman who has been keeping an eye on all of this. Your thoughts on what's unfolded this weekend?
Larry, thank you. Good to be with you. I was at the West Palm Beach Airport today when citizens were out there rallying. Well, let me make a couple of points. First of all, here's what I agree with President Trump. Yes, a priority should be for him and the Congress to keep our country safe. But here's where I disagree. The actions he took, which were the most sweeping actions to people from entering into this country, not only do they denigrate American values, but they're going to make us less secure, not more secure. His actions would not have stopped 9/11, the terrorist attacks in San Bernardino, in Boston, or in my home state of Orlando.
And so when you think about that, what is the working theory here? As we were talking earlier in the show, members of Congress coming back to work on Monday and Tuesday this week, you have this list of countries. You have the Trump administration saying, you know where they got the list? They got it from you, Congressman Frankel. They got it from your colleagues. They got it from the Obama administration. They are pointing, as you know, to statutes that cited these countries that we have up on the screen for our viewers as dangerous to visit. And I want to make that distinction clear because the Trump administration has said it in a way that might confuse people. Congress and the Obama administration said that people who otherwise would have a waiver from Europe coming to the United States, so if a British business person stopped in one of those countries you see on the screen, then they would get extra vetting. So that's where they got the list. And they've taken that list and turned it into a ban. And then they're taking that and throwing it at your doorstep. What is your response?
Well, that's just an example of their alternative facts. The fact of the matter is we put in a requirement for visas just to have that extra protection. And the real fact is that the refugees coming over that are fleeing death, starvation, we're talking about children who are fleeing death, starvation, mutilation, barrel bombs, rape. They are coming here after an 18-month vetting process that they go through now. And what this executive order has done has handed ISIS a recruiting tool. I told the crowd today at the airport, Lady Liberty is crying and ISIS is rejoicing. Because the real danger in this country is the radicalization of people who live here. It's the recruitment by ISIS over the internet.
Well, let me jump in and say this.
And we have handed them a tool.
Congresswoman, what you're saying, we've heard from many experts over the course of our coverage. The difference, of course, between them and you is your vote. What do you plan to do about it? What are the Democrats going to do about this?
Well, I will be back in Washington tomorrow. I believe there are going to be a number of measures to either overturn the action or defund this action. I will stand with my like-minded colleagues. I hope it'll be on both sides of the aisle because I've heard criticism both by Democrats and Republicans, and I hope that we'll bring some rationality and common sense to this. We all want to keep America safe. This action takes us in the wrong direction.
Congresswoman Lois Frankel.